Alrighty. Let's head out. Locate Dr. K's lab. So yeah, we won't get there this time because it's not going to give us an exit when we get there, is it? But hopefully the next run. Hopefully it won't be too many runs away. So this is a highway map, so it's just going to be a straight line getting us to the point. Yeah. Just follow the road. Just a little scrape. No biggie. Whoa, that's a spin out. That's a spin out. More bunny friends. Okay. So now we get to the actual end of the highway bit, and then one more zone after that, right? Right. I believe so. Okay, what are we cooking here? We are going forward and then left at the junction and then just keep going straight. Okay. How close? Oh, wait. Literally right here, apparently. Wait. We passed it? What? Huh? Am I blind? Oh, it's a bridge. There we go. Now we keep going straight. Always a pleasure. Must be nearly there. Yep, I see the blue lights. Here we are. So, final stop then, which presumably, as with all the others, will not let us go where we want to go. Is that the case? Our survey says any second now. Our survey says Yep, no exit, of course. Of course. There is a tape, though. Sure. Let's go to the tape, and then we can go up there and up there. And I mean, that has to be enough, because that's the only two there is, so. I assume you can't get a situation where they don't spawn enough juice to get out of here. I assume that can't happen, because that would be awful. Okay, it should be like right around here somewhere. I am not seeing it. Oh, there it is.
Welcome back. This is Frequency File, Episode 2. In the last episode, I told you about the curious case of Dr. Ophelia Turner. When it comes to this enigmatic individual, one of three versions is true. Myth, martyr, or monster. To be able to weigh her in turns as heretic, genius, or scapegoat, we must first set the stage. When I started down this path to discover who she was, what she did, and ultimately what happened to her, I didn't expect it to lead me to one of the strangest mysteries of the Pacific Northwest, the Olympic Exclusion Zone.
Oh, I'm so stupid. I just realized Ophelia is Oppie. I didn't realize that before. Ophelia is Oppie. Duh.
Vibrant wilderness called the Olympic Peninsula. Bounded by water on three sides, it was a wonderland for outdoorsy types, with snow-capped mountains and salmon-bearing rivers and pristine rainforests. Up until 1955, it was the residence of 100,000 people, including Ophelia Turner. It was her birthplace, her hometown, and, it turns out, ground zero and sacrificial lamb for the promise of limb technology. In true fashion, the government never comes out and says that's what led to the creation of the Olympic Exclusion Zone. But the chain of events were in plain sight. Strange accidents, leading to the government's claim of eminent domain and subsequent seizure of the peninsula. The evacuation of 100,000 people and the attempt and abject failure at containing the rumors that spread like wildfire. Because it turns out, even with the government's resources at your disposal, keeping secrets is a tricky business. You can bet there was plenty of talk as a result. Lucky me, because I had plenty of questions.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't realize that in the first set of tapes about her. But yeah, obviously, Ophelia is Oppie. Duh. That is potentially the most full one of these I've ever seen. That is so full. Sure, let's just go back the way we came, I guess. Well, that didn't take too long, so hopefully we can do the main mission in this part as well. hopefully.
No. That thing you saw was not Bigfoot. Never was. Never will be. Don't let bias and Francis fill your head with that nonsense.
Yep, it's linked. Good. So now we do the exact same fucking journey again. Whoa! I really don't love this, the way they do this, like, getting to the next story point thing, where you have to go, like, you can't just keep driving. Every zone will not have an exit when it's the furthest point, and you have to go to it, and then teleport back, and then it will magically gain an exit. And it's like, just drive out of it, you know? just drive out of it. Magically, they only gain exits after you've already been to them and unable to progress once, every single time. Like, if it was just an occasional thing, sure. But it is every single time. The first time you reach a zone, you can't just continue driving. You have to back out. And it just feels like very time-wasty. Very time-wasty. I remain incredibly glad that I decided not to continue playing this as a survival type experience, because it would be even more frustrating if I was feeling that I was in desperate need of, like, actually looting these places every time, because the resources are very necessary for upgrading and shit. So it would feel even worse if instead of it being a 10-minute trip to unlock the next zone, it was a 2-hour trip, because I was stopping at every house along the way and every zone along the way to get more and more stuff, you know? That would just bloat the playtime so massively, so thank God I'm not doing that anymore. But even with it being quick, it still doesn't feel great. To the end of the highway. Just keep driving, just keep driving, just keep driving, driving. What do? We drive, as Dory would say. Okay, what do we got? We are... Okay, once we get to here, we can just turn left, it looks like. We just need to go follow the road until we hit the house. And at the point that we hit the house, we can just turn left and cut straight across there. Is this the house? This is indeed the house. Choo-choo, bitches. It's off-roading time, he says as he drives into a massive rock. Very cool. Impressing everyone watching with my sick skills, yo. Full speed ahead through a dark forest. Will there be a crash? Oh my god, he's maneuvering. Oh my god, I'm insane. How did I not crash in the middle of that forest? That's crazy. I should do that IRL. Because I am just so good at driving. full speed ahead through a thick forest. Never in doubt. Oh, time to fly. Whee! That was the most air we've got on one of those. That was cool. They don't usually give you that much height. Right, up to here. And then we will be able to progress. We love progression. Big fan. Huge, in fact. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. That's a fucking massive storm. Hello. I thought these didn't appear anymore. I guess this one's a story one. No avoiding it. I may as well pick this up, seeing as we are literally right next to it. I genuinely did a fucking double take as we looked at the map and saw that. It's been so long since one has appeared. Right, it is looking as though this is probably going to be too tall a mountain for us to just go straight over, right? I mean, let's just have a look, but it looks like the old topography is probably not in our favor there. Yeah, I mean, look, you can't even... It's so tall you can't even see the top. Yeah, okay, let's not even bother. So instead, let's just follow the road. So we're following it all the way down there. We take a right at the junction, and then we just follow the road again. Okay, so I'll pin the junction so I know when it is coming up to take the right. Cool. Do we need the headlights? Not really this time. I don't think we've ever seen a static storm like that before, have we? Because usually they just appeared on the map and chased you and were scary. This one's just sort of sitting in place. Really, motherfucker? You pop up right in front of me like that? Bruh. Bruh. 10 points. Five points. And another 5. Okay, here it is, the right-hand turn. So we should be heading into the storm now. Yep, we are literally crossing the storm boundary right now. Nothing seems to have changed, though. I'm surprised that there's... Okay, never mind. There's wind. I see the wind in the air. We're getting buffeted about. There is some change to being inside a storm. Oh, God, I've lost control. I've lost control. It's throwing me about. Okay, I've regained control. I have to get some speed back up to get back up here. Oh, fuck's sake. Lost control again. There we go, got it back. 5 points. What? No, I missed. 0 points. Nil point. Okay, yeah, these storms are actually quite difficult to control in. You're constantly being pushed a little bit, and then sometimes it takes full control. Cool looking towers over there in the distance. Damn it. I was getting pushed right by the wind, I couldn't turn hard enough. Still got quite a way to go. That's great. I didn't want to see out of the left part of my windshield anyway. Oh god, it's taking control again. Oh, it just falls off eventually? Huh. I was thinking I'd have to get out of the car once we got out of this storm and do it myself, but I guess not. Cool. Right, story time. It do be time for story. What have you got for me? I didn't know inventory could fall out of your car. Useful tip. Not something I would have... Oh, hello. What the fuck is going on here? Not something I would have considered. Alright, well, I mean, there's... We may as well pick up these. I guess. Seeing as the road leads us right to them.
I remember red metal like it was yesterday. You up to your eyeballs in paperwork. Francis coated in chalk dust from the Black Horse.
You mistaking my lab notes for trash pile and throwing away weeks of work.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see it again.
They bulldozed that facility to the ground. There's nothing left to reminisce about.
I mean, a thing doesn't have to continue to exist for you to be able to reminisce about it. Reminiscing is just memory based. Doesn't matter if it's there or not anymore.
You ever regret all this?
From the very second I heard your voice coming through my speakers.
I mean, everything that happened, handing over the way the project ended, it cost you Alan, your career, the entire damn Olympic Peninsula. You're still here.
So are you. You chose your urban legends over everything else.
You wonder if I regret it?
Oh, I have no interest in regret. I want to know if you ever felt that leaving was a real option.
After everything I've seen and heard and felt here, no, not a chance.
Then we have that in common.
Right, how much more do we need? One more would do it, it looks like. So if we just follow the road round to the left, I guess that'll, I mean, no, this would be enough. We can just go straight, right? And then onwards to there.
How's Francis?
He hasn't left the bedroom.
I'm sorry you didn't know about his demotion. It wasn't my secret to tell.
It's fine. This is between him and me.
I don't know, that seems a bit like gaslighty. She's like, I'm sorry you didn't know, it wasn't my secret to tell, but she came into the call between the two of them and went, he still doesn't know, you still haven't told him. So like, it wasn't your secret to tell, but you were hinting towards it pretty fucking hard. I don't know, that seems a bit like gaslighty. She's like, I'm sorry you didn't know, it wasn't my secret to tell, but she came into the call between the two of them and went, he still doesn't know, you still haven't told him. So like, it wasn't your secret to tell, but you were hinting towards it pretty fucking hard. Wait, was that seriously not enough? Motherfucker. That's some bullshit.
What did Alan tell you about his work? He was second in command of Dr. K's lab, after all.
Alan didn't discuss his work. Nor did I share mine with him.
Wait, you were head of the whole stinking department. You must have known something about what that lab was doing.
If there was anything useful to be found, I'd have sussed it out already. That's all I did after the accident. Try and fail to find any answers.
Right, that'll do it. Huh, I just realized there's actually an exit to this zone. Even though we haven't been here before. I wonder if we're going to take that exit. Where does that go? Interesting. Uh-oh. 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 Okay, I guess we gotta find a passable door. Like so.
Dr. K's access records were coded to the lab that used to be here.
I'm feeling less optimistic by the second. Not a scour this place clean.
Something's here. We just can't see it.
Oh, following a hunch. Not your usual MO, Oppie.
No, but being suspicious of Arda is.
Haha.
Whoa, driver, hang on. Where are you going? That should have been the end of the facility.
According to the blueprints, anyway.
How is it raining in here? Is there just a hole in the roof? There must just be a hole in the roof. What the fuck is this? Hello?
Security protocol activated. Scan artist security credentials immediately.
That looks fucking sick.
Well, well. After all these years, an artist still has something to hide. We're definitely onto something now.
Driver, anything you find down there, scan and transmit it back to us. We'll work on disengaging the security protocol.
Okay. Search research platforms for scannable lab data. It's very fucking bright here, Jesus. Aha. Arda Phenomena Report 1. Property of Arda, highly classified. Okay, we can't actually read what it is.
Okay, here's something. This thing in the deep zone, they called it the Well.
Oh, fantastic. Tobias, run those reports through the decryptor and see what you can find.
I assume like each of these lit up platforms is gonna have something on it or something. Maybe. Oh, there's one. I assume I can't actually read any of these at all. Yeah, no.
Oh, you'll like this, Tobias. Your remnant origin story, if you will.
Let me guess. You're about to ruin a good urban legend with a bunch of science.
Fine, I'll read this one myself. Nice work, driver. We'll review these and summarize our findings after.
I just realized I have a light source. Duh. Now this place was not lit up, but does that mean there's not going to be one here? Because there was one over there. Doesn't look like there's one here. But also, if I'm using a pink light, maybe it would be harder to see the pink glowing research thing. None here. It's probably just the ones that are lit up. Basic game design moment. Lead the player to the place you want them to go with light sources.
These lab notes are complete gibberish.
What about these diagrams, though? It looks like he was trying to convey something.
You can admire the doctor's newfound art skills all you want. You won't find anything useful in them.
Not seeing one here though. Oh, never mind. Yes, I am.
This is a decrypted record of the accident. RP, are you sure you want to hear this? It's got details about Alan's final moments.
It's been over 30 years. I'm past ready. Go on, driver. Keep snooping and see what else you can find.
One up there. How many have I done? 4, so this is 5, so this is probably the last one. I think I'm also about to have done a loop.
Alan's lab notes. Maybe my late husband sent us something useful from the grave after all.
And you're all clear.
Give
Nice,
us a
that
moment,
is the
we'll
last
let
one.
you know what we found in all this data. You can make your way back to the auto shop after you're done scouring the place. And driver, thank you.
You're welcome. But also, how do I get because there is an exit. I wanna see if I can get to the exit, but I don't know if I can. Although actually it is telling me to go to the exit. There's no okay, there is no gateway actually, so I have to go to the exit. Interesting. But is there a way out of here, or do I have to go out the way I came in? Never mind, there is an exit. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, cool, cool. So is this going to take me back to the lab, or is this going to take me to a new zone? Because we haven't teleported, so... Oh, no, it is a new zone, okay. All the way up here. Way out in the sticks. What you got for me? What you got for me out here? Unless it's just... And now teleport back, which it might be. Is the answer, and now just teleport back? It literally is. Fuck's sake. Return to the auto shop. Well, here I was thinking there was going to be something exciting. Document 1 data. Hello.
Driver, you hit the jackpot. We've got a lead on what you're heading toward in the deep zone. Tobias, give us the rundown about the well.
Arda classified it as a hotspot of ultra-high energy gamma radiation. Its eruptions were spontaneous, and ultimately Arda made no conclusion about what caused it, when it would blow, or how destructive it would be. Arda, of course, wanted to control this bottomless well of energy. So they brought in Dr. K and Alan to research activation and containment. They discovered a way to reliably trigger the well, and that was the remnants.
Huh.
And that's what the remnants have been leading people towards. The well.
Okay, interesting. I guess that's our next destination then. They said that's in the deep zone though, right? Oh my god, there's another one.
This second report is good.
Are we going to get 5 in a row here?
The remnants came from? The original remnants were created in Dr. K's lab. They aimed to create a trigger for activating the well by fusing objects with a carefully calibrated limb wave. The ones that share a resonant frequency would...
Yeah, just get to the good stuff.
You know, you'd be a much better ghost hunter if it weren't for that unfortunate attention span. Reading this makes it obvious how the remnants ended up in the wild.
Wait, what? How?
The gamma ray surge that caused the mass hallucination event. That energy irradiated everything within a 10-mile radius. Objects with the right characteristics absorbed that energy and became the remnants people found out in the zone.
Wow. Francis would get a kick out of that one. I'll tell him later.
You do that. Now are we going to get number 3, 4, and 5 as well? Or, yep, we are. Okay. We ain't heading home yet.
I've reviewed Dr. K's lab notes. And now we know what he was doing in that lab after the accident. Spinning in circles for years.
His injuries were real. Dr. K's radiation exposure should have been fatal.
And the minute he could stand on his feet again, Arda shuttled him right
back to his lab and bit the monkey to dance.
They allowed him to carry on in the hopes that he would reproduce anything useful. He worked for 2 whole years before they quietly retired him from his post.
Sorry we scrambled your brain. Here's your pension. Bye.
And number 4. Incoming. Now.
You got that accident record ready, Tobias? It's time.
Okay, then. September 14, 1961. Arda's finalized report on what happened that night. Dr. K and Alan were testing the activation potential of lab-created remnants. That night was a run-of-the-mill remnant test. Nothing out of the ordinary. The remnant in question was a tungsten cube. At 3:23 a.m., the cube was brought towards the well. The well reacted at nominal levels. However, at the 500-meter distance, the cube was sucked into the well and triggered the gamma ray surge. The energy output continued ramping up, and at 15 seconds, showed no signs of stopping. Then, Alan...
Go on. I can handle it.
Dr. K testified that Alan engaged the suppression protocol and the kill switch, both of which failed. Dr. K ordered Alan to get to safety, but Alan insisted on staying at the controls. Only when he flipped the radiation polarity did the energy output plateau, then collapse back into itself. Alan's gamma radiation exposure was fatal due to his proximity to the well. If it weren't for him, the entire zone might have gone under.
Chad.
That's who Alan was. Loyal until the very end.
I'm sorry, Abby.
I'd expect nothing less from him.
Oof, unfortunate though. One more. One more. And there it is.
Once that car gets to the well, we can expect another gamma ray eruption. We'll need a way to cut it off. And I may have found the answer in Alan's lab notes. His work on that suppression technique was top-notch.
What's interesting is Dr. K and Alan didn't know any more than we do now. They had no conclusions about what the well is.
Or what the remnants did. Or how they interacted with this well. Maybe they're ladles that scoop out a metered amount of gamma radiation. Maybe they trigger an eruption that we can't stop and will destroy the zone if we get it too close.
That's a hell of a range. What are we going to do?
We keep going.
But if it's an eruption...
I already sacrificed the Olympic Peninsula once for Limtech. How many chances for total and utter fallout does a girl get in her life, huh?
In another life, we would have made a fantastic team.
In no universe would I not have murdered you in your sleep.
Damn, what the fuck? Okay, that should be the last one. I don't think we're getting any more of those. I think we are able to safely head out now. Choo choo! Nice. Cool. Lovely. Jubbly.
Now we go into the deep zone. Easy peasy.
Except for the issue of the old wall.
Right, yeah. That. You got some genius idea up your sleeve, huh?
Is that how you think it works? That scientists construct genius at will?
Well, yeah. Do you?
Well, in this case, I do. But don't expect it to work like that every time. Driver, the quarantine checkpoints will be the best way through the old wall, but they're death traps in their own right. But I designed something to help. Check out the blueprints I sent over.
The deep zone crossing. Blueprints. Is this the pneumatic? Yeah. Wait, there's nothing here. Wait, did it just... Oh. In. Duh. Craft a limb
The old
shield.
Anomalies took up residence in the crossing points. It's not enough to have a shield. The shield itself needs to be shielded.
The energy drain on that shield is massive. It won't last you more than 5 seconds.
Yes, and?
You'll need to recharge on the go, but the deep zone's grid is completely dark.
You know, what if we could
Where is it?
reroute our power into the deep zone? But we'd need to jumpstart the network somehow.
That car is basically the world's most overpowered electromagnet on wheels. The driver induces a current, then you open the electrical floodgates.
And they'd have to induce the current the entire way through the old wall while making the crossing and maintaining speed.
I don't know what to tell you. If you don't believe the driver and that car's got what it takes by now, then go back to hunting ghosts. We've got a job to do here.
This could work. Are you in, Francis?
I don't know.
Look, we have a real chance of losing everything at the old wall. I'd like to not fail this far along.
How can we know this will work?
We don't. That's how science works. We form a theory, and we test it, and we fail, and fail, and fail, and only sometimes do we succeed.
Come on, Francis. Please?
Fine. I'll do it.
All right. The team is assembled.
Driver, get on with building that limb shield. We'll work on spinning up the power grid in the meantime.
Am I blind? Where is the limb shield? Am I completely blind? I've just looked through every single tab and there is nothing in there called limb shield. What am I missing? Craft a limb shield. Is it just a workbench thing? Do we just already have it? We don't have to do anything with it? Limb shield. Is there anything here called limb shield? Limb chipped engine? There it is. Limb shield. Why can't I just... Hello? What? Pin to checklist? Can I not just create this? It's not giving me the option to just craft it. What am I missing? What am I not understanding here? Limb shield craft. Okay, there we go. I just couldn't do it from that menu, I guess. Store items for your drive in the car trunk.
Nice work on that
Cross
limb
the
shield,
old
driver.
wall.
We'll have the power grid prepped by the time you reach the old wall.
Cool. Alrighty, that seems like a good place to leave it for today then. Well, I guess we'll just figure out our route. Oh, bollocks. We can't do it. We have to go do this. We have to do the fucking song and dance of going all the way over here and then back and then... Oh, why? Why? Why is this a thing? Oh well. That is what we'll do next time. We will go to the zone that doesn't let us proceed so that we can go to the same zone and it will let us proceed in the next part. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, if you could leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Share the videos around, share the playlist around if you can. I would really appreciate that. And I'll see you next time for more Pacific Drive. Thanks for watching. See you then.